Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maggie and this is Maggie Budgets and Plans, the channel dedicated to my journey to pay down debt using the zero-based budget and cash envelope systems. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and do a budget with me for March 15th paycheck from both my full-time job and my part-time job. So if that's interesting to you guys, go ahead and stick around. Hello everybody and welcome back. Yes, so I did just finish filming the video that was my kind of like explanation as to where I've been and, you know, checking in on the status of the binders and announcing the new series upcoming with my friend Katie as we take her through her first budgeting journey. Yes, but I'm really excited to be back and to be doing this with you guys again. It definitely helps me feel more centered and grounded when I know where my money is at. So let's jump in and go ahead and get this budget with me started. Now that Miss Nova has joined us, the queen has arrived. She is laying here saying like, yes, please pay attention to me now. Yes, hi baby girl. Okay. So this is gonna be for these paychecks right here. So I'm getting paid from my part-time job and my full-time job both today on March 15th. Oh, that medical bill was taken care of. That's come out of my account. Okay. So the kind of yellowy green one is gonna be my part-time jobs. And then the brighter pale green, this is unfortunately hard to see, I think, but hopefully you guys can see it. The pale green is gonna be my full-time job. The bills that have to come out of that full-time paycheck. So let's go ahead and get over to the full-time. Actually, you know what? I want to start with the part-time income. Yes, this is the way that's going to make the most sense to me. So let's go ahead and take a look at this page. Alrighty, so this is my part-time job as a legal assistant. That's where this income is coming from. So my paycheck is $331. I don't budget with the cents, just the whole dollars. And then the expenses that have to come out of this paycheck. We've got my Apple Music subscription for $12, my Acorn investment. This is a transfer to a retirement account for $5. My health insurance payment for $35, my rental insurance for $18, Gumroad, which is a I guess you'd call it a donation to one of my favorite authors for $2. The fee for the Acorn app for $3. The next transfer to my retirement account of $5. My vision insurance payment of $31. My Apple Care payment of $4. And then I'm actually getting rid of my DoorDash subscription. I have canceled it because I don't use it that often, and when I do use it, it's basically ends up being like an excuse to spend more money on food. It's like very expensive. It's like, oh, well, I have DoorDash, so, you know, it'll be less fees. So I have decided that I'm going to just get rid of that entirely. Alrighty. So let's go ahead and add up what all of these, I know, I'm sorry, baby girl. I took your backrest away. Alrighty, Miss Nova has gone ahead and laid down. So let's get this totaled up. So we've got $12 for Apple Music, $5 for Acorn, $35 for health insurance, $18 for rental insurance, $2 for Gumroad, $3 for the Acorn fee, $5 for Acorn, $31 for vision insurance, $4 for Apple Care. So that's $115 is all of the bills that need to come out of this paycheck. Let's add that up again just to make sure that I did that math correctly. Yep, $115, perfect. So if I have $331 minus $115, that leaves me with $216 to budget with. Okay, perfect. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, because I got paid both of these paychecks on the same day, because normally I budget my paychecks separately, but because this month my paychecks are falling on the same day, I'm just gonna do the cash budgeting together, the cash envelope budgeting. So $216 was what we're going to carry over from this paycheck. And now if we come back to this page, so this is the expenses that need to come out of my full-time job paycheck. So my full-time job paycheck is $1,409. So the expenses that need to come out of this is my personal loan, that loan that I had refinanced my other debt consolidation loans into. So $330 for that, plus $141 for my car insurance, plus $69 for my electric bill, plus $73 for my Comcast bill, equals $613. Let's add that up again just to double check. 330 plus 141 plus 69 plus 73 is perfect. 613. So my total income is 1,409. And we're going to subtract. So the total leftover is $796. So $796 is what I've got left over from this paycheck. So we're going to put $796. We're going to add in the $261 from my other paycheck. $796 plus $261 equals, holy moly, $1,057 is what I have left over to budget with. Which sounds like a ton of money, but also kind of isn't a ton of money. And the reason why is because I need to put some more money into my business. So coming up, I take possession of the keys to the space I'm renting on the 29th. And so that day I have to have both the security deposit and the first week's worth of rent. I'm going to be paying rent weekly, but I have to have the security deposit and the first week's worth of rent together on the 29th and pay it to start renting the room that day. So I think it's $400 put over into the business account to get me to where I need to be for that. Yes, it's $400. Sorry, I should have think that through really quickly. So I know that my work fund needs $400. So the work fund needs $400 just by itself. So if we do the 1057 minus 400, that leaves us with 657 left to budget. The other thing I want to do out of this paycheck is I want to put aside money for my rent payment for April, for my personal, my apartment's rent for April. Because I'm making the shift in April to being self-employed, I'm going to be paying myself weekly, which means I also need to start taking money out of every weekly paycheck to put aside towards rent. Because right now what I've been doing is generally my last paycheck of the month or my first paycheck of the month, depending on how the dates lie, just my whole rent payment comes out of that one paycheck. But I'm not going to be having these big lump sum paychecks from the salon anymore, so I can't do that. So I want to put some money aside out of this paycheck for rent. Oh, but things get really tight really quickly, you guys. Oh, okay. Because I need to put gas in my car. I guess I don't need to get pet supplies. I'll need to get food, but I already have $20 set aside for Nova for pet supplies. So I think I can make that 20 work for the next 2 weeks for Nova. Because she has enough dry food, she has enough litter. She's gonna need one more package of wet food, and that's it. So I don't think I need to put anything in pet supplies. Car, so for gas for my car, I need at least $60. Sorry, I'm just gonna be making notes as I talk this through off the top of my head. Food, I need to put money into food. Can I do $150 into food for the 2 weeks? I think I can make that work. Let's do 150 into food. So we're gonna subtract 150 from that. That leaves us with 507. So I need, yeah, let's do this. Let's do spending, which is just going to be kind of like my free spending category. I can do anything I want with it. 320s. How do I want to do 150? I want to do 110, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. So 5, 6, 7 20s. Okay. And then spending, we'll do $40 in, and we'll do that as 2 20s, which then will leave us with rent at 407. And that would be digitally stuffed. I'm not going to pull that out in cash. I'm going to leave that in the bank. Okay. Let's add this up and see if this works. So we've got $400 for work, plus $60 for car, plus $150 for food, plus $40 for spending, plus $407 for rent, equals $1,057. Okay, perfect. So that works out the way that I need it to. So the digital envelopes that I need to transfer is going to be 407. And then the cash, so we're going to need 4 $100 bills. Because I'm honestly I'm going to take it out of the bank, out of one bank account, and then put it immediately into the next bank account. And then I need, how many 20s? I need 10, 12 20s. 12 times 20 equals 240. And then I need 110. Perfect. Okay. So that means in cash, I'm going to do 240 plus 10 plus 400 equals $650 in cash is what I'm going to be pulling out today. And I don't know where I put my deposit slip or my cash breakdown slip for the bank. So we're going to go ahead and just do this way. So we've got $10 times 1 equals 10. We've got 20s times 12 equals 240. And then we've got 100s times 4 equals 400 for total cash coming out of $650. Alrighty, perfect. So we have got a plan of attack. It's going to be kind of a very boring cash stuffing for you guys, but I really have to get this money set aside for work, for the business. And then I also really need to, I think putting this money aside for rent is basically me just making the first couple weeks of April as I'm starting the new business, making it sure that in my personal bank account, I have a little bit more flexibility of having some money, because I'm prepaying almost half of my rent for April with this money being set aside. It has been very stressful starting a business and figuring out all of the things that I've got to keep track of. And I really wanted to film more of the process of how I was figuring things out for you guys, but just life intervened. I'm hoping to be able to do a catch-up video of kind of where I'm at, what I've done, and then also walking you through kind of the planner and organizational systems I'm using for the business, but I'm still figuring some of that stuff out. But anyway, sorry, tangents, my brain's rambling all over the place. But yeah, so I'm trying to think through what are the things I can do to minimize anxiety and minimize stress for me in over the course of the next 4 weeks, basically the last 2 weeks of March leading up to the business starting, and the first 2 weeks of April, which is the business start. I will see my first client privately. April 2nd is going to be the day that I'm going to see my first client privately. So yes, it's a lot. It is a lot, but that's all right. I'm still so happy and so excited to be doing this. I know that starting my own business is absolutely the right thing for me to do, even as stressful as it is. This is where I want to go and where I want to head. So yes, but it does mean that for right now, at least, you guys are going to get a very boring cash stuffing, but that's all right. Money's going to go to where it needs to get me through the next 4 weeks. So yes, I thank you guys so much for watching till the end of this video. If you have stuck around, thank you. And yeah, I will see you guys next time for the cash stuffing of this $650. And I will go ahead and get this $407 transferred over digitally in my bank. So yep, there we go. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye.